Unfortunately, no warrior. The banana is tasty. Alright, so we have priest. We just played priest. I don't really want to play priest again. I don't think that'd be too interesting for you guys. So rogue or mage, I suspect the consensus is gonna be rogue. It looks like rogue, pretty strong consensus. We have a straw poll up. Shaman. Yeah, I think it's got to be rogue, right? Okay, so arena. Arena is a mode where it's a draft mode of Hearthstone. You get 3 cards. You choose one each time, so you have a 30-card deck. You also get to choose 3 from 3 heroes at the beginning. You play till you win 9 games, or you get 9 losses, whichever happens first. And the reason you pay for it is because it costs money. It's either $2 or 150 gold. You can play a we're gonna go rogue. 3 losses, 9 wins. So you can earn gold through playing people or playing against the AI. You can also play the unranked or ranked. I believe unranked or unranked does not cost gold or money. The reason we paid for it, honestly, is for the stream, so we can keep the stream going and people can see it. So, all right, so we're gonna go rogue this time. Ancient Watcher, not even gonna talk about that card. I hate it. Wild Pyromancer. Yeah, I think Defender of Argents is the way to go here. I don't see any reason not to. Alright, Defender of Argents. So we have some good choices here. Mad Bomber is nice, but you can actually hurt yourself with it. Cult Master is good for draw power, but he's a 4-2. He used to be a 4-3. However, with Rogue, if we're lucky and we get a Master of Disguise or we get Conceal, we can make, particularly Master of Disguise, we can make our Cult Master Stealth, which gives lots of draw power. So you can make a Spell Power Rogue deck as well, but yeah. Can you silence your own minions? Yes, you can silence your own minions. In fact, if you, for example, play an Ironbeak Owl and the enemy minions don't have any abilities, or he doesn't have any enemy minions, but one of your minions does have an ability, then you are forced to silence your own minion. So you just got to keep that in mind. Spiteful Smith. He's enraged when we have a weapon. Considering rogues can make weapons at will, I think he's a solid pick. Reckless Rocketeer is actually a really good card because it's a charge with a 5 attack, but not for rogues. Not for rogues compared to Smith, at least. Yes, you can silence the Watcher and it can attack. That's really the only way to use it. Kidnapper. Kidnapper. So, South Sea Captain, I wouldn't suggest we try to make a pirate-themed deck. I will say, if you're going to do a pirate-themed deck, Rogue is the way to go because they have a lot of synergy with weapons. Hungry Crab is really only good for a Murloc deck, or an anti-Murloc deck. I think Kidnapper is the way to go here. It's a great card. Compared to these other two, I think it's definitely the way to go. So, yeah. Kidnapper. Solid cards here. Vanish is basically a board reset. It also is a bounce for you, so you can bounce minions back to your hand and then reuse them. Shiv is an excellent card. 1 damage and draw a card is very good, but Vanish just has more game impact. If Vanish wasn't a choice here, I would definitely take Shiv, but I think we got to go Vanish. So, to talk for a second about our mana curve here. the first 5 cards we've taken are all 4 drops and higher. And thanks, Benji. I appreciate that. Tell your friends, get some more people in here. We're up to 212. We hit almost 600 yesterday, so Youthful Brewmaster is a lot of utility. Fairy Dragon as well. 0-4 Shield Bearer with Taunt, I think, is the way to go. Turn 1, it just throws so much mud into the game. It's awesome. Alright, so you know, we have 4, 5, 6 drop here, not so great. Priestess of Elune is a good heal, but you know, as Rogue, you're not really thinking about that. Cult Master is probably the way to go here, is my guess. Gurabashi Berserker is good. As a 5 drop, though, it's a 2/7. Y'all really like the Berserker here, huh? I really like the Cult Master. I'm hoping that we get a Master of Disguise at some point. And then we can stealth the Cult Master. So, yeah. Yeah, Priestess isn't bad as well. I think... I'm really up in the air about this, honestly. I'm gonna go Cult Master. Gonna trust my judgment there. I know you guys want a Berserker, but I think draw power for rogues is really important. Especially when you combo, you tend to use a lot of cards. So I think draw power is the way to go. Alright, we really need to get some cheaper minions here. We're really mana heavy at this point. Dark Iron Dwarf is solid. It's a 4/4 for 4 with a nice battle cry. Fairy Dragon, it's a 3/2 and you can only clear it with minions. So it's actually not that bad. I'm tempted to take Fairy Dragon. Stormwind Champion is a solid card, but we are so top heavy on our mana right now. I'm tending towards Dragon. I'm tending towards Dragon, I think. Oh, this is a tough choice. So, Sinjin is always my first pick, always my favorite card, always the card I take. It's the best card in the game for its mana cost. But, Eviscerate. It is core to rogue. It is, you know, combo it for 4 damage. Yeah, I'm Eviscerate. I really want Sinjin, though. It's hard to resist the Sinjin. It's really hard to resist the Sinjin. You know, Wisp actually isn't bad. 0 for a 1/1. Alright, you know what? Y'all are gonna hate me for this, but I'm taking this engine. Alright, let's see here. Gadget Sand Auctioneer, Demolisher, or Blade Flurry. Honestly, only one choice here with the current state of our deck is the Blade Flurry. However, Gadget Sand Auctioneer is an excellent card for rogues, but we have so many big minions that we have to get some low mana cost here, so we gotta go Blade Flurry. There's really no discussion here. As a rogue, if you see Head Crack, you take Head Crack. So this is good. We're starting to get some really low cost rogue spells out there. We are gonna need to get... Well, we're okay on minions, actually. I think it's gotta be the Backstab at this point. Let's see. Cobalt Geomancer. If you're gonna take Spell Power minions, Cobalt Geomancer, I believe, is the cheapest Spell Power minion in the game. It's a 2/2 for 2, Spell Power +1. For example, if we had Cobalt and played Fan of Knives, we would deal 2 damage instead of 1. But we're not really looking for Spell Power in this deck. And Fan of Knives is just such good clear. So I think Fan of Knives... yeah, we do need some 3 drops. I do really like the Geomancer. If I was making a rogue deck, honestly, a constructed deck, I probably would put 2 Geomancers in it because it's great for starting combos and it makes you hit harder. But I'm gonna go Finalize. All right. Oh, here we go. All right. Conceal is great. So, really quick story on these 2 cards. Conceal used to be give all your minions stealth, not just till next turn. It was permanently. So it's been nerfed a little bit. It's still decent. Shadow Step used to just be return a friendly minion to your hand and it had a higher mana cost. They buffed it so that now you return your friendly minion to your hand and it costs 2 less. I like Conceal, but I think I like Shadow Step more in for this deck. And they both can start combos as a zero cost. I'm going Shadow Step. Okay, let's see. We haven't gotten a weapon yet. We can create our own weapon, so it's not as crucial. But this is a great weapon. You're gonna swing. It's 12 damage weapon. These other 2, 1/1 charge isn't appealing enough. A War Golem is too big for our deck, so I think we go Assassin's Blade. We're now halfway through our deck. Our mana curve is definitely on the high end, so we need to get some lower stuff here. Shiv all day long, I think. Silvermoon Guardian. 3/3 for 4 with a Divine Shield. It's gotta be Shiv. Shiv is damage, draw power, combo starting, etc. Alright, so interesting choices here. They're all pretty high mana cost, so we can't get something low. Gnomish Inventor is draw power, which we don't have a ton of. We have a couple Cult Masters. We don't have any Auctioneers. So Gnomish Inventor isn't bad. We already have a Vanish. I wouldn't take a second. So it really comes down to Blade or Gnome. We already have 1 Blade. The advantage of taking a second Blade is that it guarantees us to get probably 1 Blade. But it's a 5-drop. So if we're going to use it twice, odds are we're in a really advantageous position in the game. We probably won't need it twice. I tend towards the Gnomish Inventor here, actually. What do you guys think? You look like you're pretty split. Yeah, I'm going Gnome. Alright. Dalaran Mage. This is the next mage up in the Spell Power tree. We'll call it Spell Power tree. Spell Power family. So Dalaran Mage isn't bad. Goldshire Footman is a good early taunt minion. We have Sinjin already. We have Shield Bearer already. Backstab is what it is. I think Backstab is great removal. I think a second Backstab is the way to go. Yeah. Okay, so Ancient Brewmaster is the higher level Brewmaster. Bouncing minions into your hand, back to your hand can be really good. So for example, we could at some point play the Inventor and bounce him to get an extra card. You could bounce the Defender of Argus, which gives an additional +1/+1. Really good. Fan of Knives is just an excellent card. Fan of Knives, we need more 3-drops. Yeah, I think Fan of Knives. We'll talk about Acidic Swamp Ooze. It's very situational, but can be good. This is good. We got a good choice of some 2- and 3-drop minions. Cold Light Seer isn't really good if you don't have Murlocs. Pint-Sized Summoner. People like Pint-Sized Summoner, but it almost never lives the next turn. Although we still haven't got a Master of Disguise yet, which is what I really want. Master Swordsmith is solid. I tend towards Master Swordsmith here. Yeah, I think Swordsmith. The folks that like the Pint-Sized Summoner, again, she almost never lives the next turn. If we had a Master of Disguise, she could be pretty awesome. Master of Disguise, by the way, I keep mentioning it. Its Battle Cry lets you give another one of your minions stealth. It can be really good. Alright, wow, these are all excellent cards. The Booty Guard, which is what I now call this guy because I can never say the 3B name, is an excellent taunt minion, but we already have so many high drops. I think we need Eviscerate or Sap, honestly. And do we take an Eviscerate already? No, we don't have any Eviscerates. We need to take an Eviscerate, so that's what we're going to do. Sap is great, but we have a lot of board control already, and board minion removal. We need some direct damage, so... you guys seem to like the Sap. I really like Eviscerate here. We're going to go Eviscerate. I usually follow you guys' opinion, honestly, but I think that was pretty split. No, we didn't take the last Eviscerate. That's when I took Sinjin instead, and said that everybody would hate me. Sunwalker, okay. Sunwalker's second to Sinjin. Sunwalker is the second best taunt minion in the game for its cost. Blade Flurry, however, is great. We have an Assassin's Blade already, so think about this. We get Assassin's Blade. It's a 3/4. We buff it with our hero ability, which makes it a 4/4. And then we can destroy it, or even not a 4/4, we wouldn't destroy it. We can destroy it at some point and do 4 damage to everybody. Sunwalker is really good, guys. We still have all these 4, 5, and 6 cost minions though. Oh, I didn't even see the Emperor Cobra. Let me talk about the Emperor Cobra. The Emperor Cobra is great. It guarantees a minion destruction. We don't have any 3-drops. I like the Cobra, actually. Given the state of our deck right now and needing some 3-drops, I like the Cobra. Because Cobra's guaranteed 1 minion removal. It's also got what I call a soft taunt. A soft taunt, meaning that it will draw attention. They will want to do something to that Cobra. So, I think Shadow Step is the way to go here. Yeah, we could go Crusader. We have a lot of 0/1 cost spells, but that's really good for rogues because you trigger combos off of it. Although I don't know, we have a ton of combo. I think we hardly have any combo. Well, we have a head crack. I think Shadow Step. We do need a 3-drop. We still have 8 cards left. Mercenary, no. I think Shadow Step. You know what? We're playing as a rogue. Let's do some rogue goodness. Okay, we have some interesting choices here. 3/3 Ironford Grizzly fits right in the mana curve that we need right now, and it's a taunt. Deckhand is an excellent card with rogues because it will have charge because you will have a weapon most of the time. So you get an instant 2 damage. But given our otherwise lack of taunt and our lack of 3-drops, I think we go with the Grizzly. Yeah, I agree. Alright, oh, we got another Grizzly. So we have the Fin Creeper here. We passed the Gurabashi Berserker before. We could take him, but honestly, I think we go Grizzly too. I would take a second Grizzly. Again, for all the reasons that it was great the last time around. Berserker is still good, but Fin Creeper's good too. But we already have a Sinjin at 4 for taunt. Yeah, I think Grizzly. I think Grizzly or Fin Creeper would have been good, honestly. Alright. Cold Blood is a great card. So we have a stealth minion here. This could be good. Dragonlance Mechanic is good, but Cold Blood is great. We'll definitely be able to combo it with all the low cost stuff. It gives us more combo possibilities out there. So yeah, I think Cold Blood. Now, interestingly, let's say we had kept that South Sea Deckhand and we could combo the Cold Blood onto the Deckhand while we had a weapon. So that's 2, 3. Assume we already had a weapon. We could have done 3 mana and the South Sea Deckhand would have done 6 damage with charge. So just a thought. Alright, let's see what we got here. Cold Light Oracle. Cold Light Oracle, even though both players draw cards, it's actually not bad in a rogue deck because a lot of times you're just trying to burn them, so, you know, drawing cards is more important for you than it is for them. Master Swordsmith, though, is a solid card. We picked him before. I think we pick him again. Yeah. So we're down to 3 cards. I'm really hoping that we pull a Master of Disguise at some point. I think it will make this deck sing. Scarlet Crusader is a solid early card. Vanish, we've already passed over once. I don't know that we need a second Vanish for all the reasons we don't want it again. Silverback Patriarch, it's the worst taunt minion in the game. So for 1 mana, you get a Shield Bearer who's a 0/4. For 3 mana, you get a Silverback Patriarch who is a 1/4. So I don't think we take him. I think we go Scarlet Crusader here. No, we have Vanish. When I say passed over, we had a chance to take a second Vanish and we didn't. So we're basically foregoing the second Vanish a second time. So I think Scarlet Crusader here. Yeah, Sprint. Gotta take Sprint, honestly, in most cases. Defiance Ringleader is a great card for Rogues. It really is. It gives you a lot of good early board position. I don't think we want Grizzly number 3. I think we gotta take Sprint, honestly. If we get to turn 7, 4 cards is massive. Yeah, Sprint. We haven't got any epics of legendaries yet, which is a little disappointing. This is a set of rares, which is good. So this is our last card. Knife Juggler is awesome. I will say Sunwalker again is the second best taunt minion in the game after Sinjin for its cost. We passed the Sunwalker before. You know, we don't have a lot of low cost. We don't have too many low cost minions. We don't have any token generation. So I think we're not going to get much use out of the Knife Juggler. So we're going to go Sunwalker. I think Sunwalker is the better choice given the state of our deck. Yeah, Sunwalker it is. Alright. So, we are now done building this deck. We are going to